live on Stream It Sports, Northern Colorado. It's PSD High School Basketball. This broadcast is brought to you by Schrader Oil, fuel your day. By Pedersen Toyota, everything cars made easy. And by First Bank. Visit any of our convenient locations in Northern Colorado. And now for the play-by-play, here's David Haase and Randy McCoy.
Welcome to PSD Athletics tonight, live on Stream It Sports from Fort Collins High School in beautiful Fort Collins, Colorado. Fort Collins Lambkins host the Regis Raiders in Colorado High School boys 5A action. Hello, my name is Randy McCoy, along with my partner Eric Freehoff tonight. And Eric, we've got a nice 5A contest here to start or to end the holiday season.
Well, I kind of take a look at it as a beginning, because in a couple of days we're going to be unwrapping presents, and when you unwrap a present, what do you want? You want victory when you play basketball, and tonight we get an opportunity to see two teams that actually had one of their presents kind of getting shuffled here earlier this week as they are coming through parts of their early season, and those presents, I don't know if they were coal or not, but that last one, both of them had difficult times from shooting outside. But welcome to everybody coming in and listening into this live stream event on a wonderful evening here in Fort Collins, Colorado. Amazing environment where there's going to be students that are sitting down here right on the edge of their seats waiting for two teams. They're seeing some pretty athletic players out there, and I tell you, tonight Fort Collins High School wants to get it back on the rails again. They do.
They're coming in 6-2. Regis coming in with an unfamiliar record of 3-5, but a couple of those losses were as we're starting to see everybody goes away now and plays somewhere else over the holidays. A couple of losses Regis took as they went out and played. I believe they went out to the West Coast as well, didn't they?
They played a little bit on the West Coast, but primarily locally here. They've really been, and we'll talk to you about it during the game, they've been down a couple of key players that won't be back until the beginning of January. So Coach Shaw is really rotating only 7 players through, and he's trying to get some kind of consistency in the play. But, on the other side, Fort Collins High School is looking like a team that is preparing to go far this season in their conference as well as in the state. We'll talk a lot about that this evening as well, too.
So anyway, Fort Collins Regis will be back after these messages. You're watching Stream It Sports.
Great news! We broke our all-time sales record, and it's all thanks to my nephew, Skylar.
Bro, it's Sky.
After my brother made me hire Sky, I switched us to First Bank to make up for him. Now business is better than ever.
No matter the reason, switching to First Bank can help your business grow.
The experience here at Pedersen sold me. Quick, easy.
It was easy. An easy process.
Super easy.
It's just as easy as could be. My name is Sonny Lubick, and I've been a customer of Pedersen's for over 25 years. After a while, you're not a customer anymore, you're family. They really build up a relationship. And I think probably the thing that keeps me coming back the most is their service is easy. It's too easy, in fact.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
You're watching PSD High School Sports live in high definition on Stream It Sports NoCo.
So we're back here with the starting lineups. Give us their starting lineups there, Eric.
Well, as we come back in, it's going to be a Christmas present that I think Coach Monty Alvarez is going to try to serve up to a former Northern Colorado coach for Rocky Mountain High School, Ken Shaw, who is down in Regis, and he's going to be putting out on this team. I think it's going to be quite competitive and trying to rewrap that present for this coming weekend as well, too. When you get out on the court, we're going to see a couple of players that are coming out here. Number 0, Damian Murillo is a guard, senior, 6'1", 155 pounds. He's going to be out there joined by number 2, Ricky Orozco, a guard. He's a senior, 6 foot, 150 pounds. And now here's a name that you're going to be seeing a lot of tonight. He's going to really change his game from his last one. He had a tough outing, but it's Asiri Palacio, number 5, guard, senior, 5'11", 155 pounds. He is leading many of those categories in 5A here in Colorado. Out there to compliment him, number 15, Brian Reed. He's a senior, 6'6", 195 pounds, and tell me he is going to bring a little bit of the football player in him out onto this court to be able to pound it around. And finally, in the end, you're going to see Jacob Pfaffinger, as Jacob Pfaffinger, a senior, 6'2", 270 pounds, will bring some light out on the court to be able to run them back and around. Over on the Regis side, they didn't go through the formal announcements on him, but we're going to see if it's Sam Bennick. Sam Bennick is the one that has really led the Regis Jesuit team this year in scoring. And let's put this in context. Coach Shaw has really struggled this year in the early season with 2 big players that he was going to be playing with throughout this early part of the season. One to injury with his hand, the other one really a transfer in for the season. But they're going to have to rely on a variety of players from Sam Bennick to Connor Hobbs and Joseph Lamptey as players that will be needing to contribute to the success of Regis Jesuit. Regis Jesuit's in the red. Be going from our right to the left as you look out on this live stream. And then Fort Collins decked out in their white, and it looks like their shorts are a slight little grayish tone on the lower side, but I think they got some speed in those as well too. Other players to definitely take a look at tonight is a Cephadine or Cephadine, which would be French way to pronounce it, but Cephadine is the English version, and you'll be able to see how they are able to roll it out there. Monty's a good offensive coordinator out here. Typically has a lot of movement and motion. Pfaffinger going in on the post and gets stood up. So after winning the tip and getting it down on the post, it's one of those turnarounds that get the jump ball, full court press coming out by Fort Collins High School.
Fort Collins known for their press, known for their half-court trap as well. So see what kind of pressure they put up.
A little high post play here. Pfaffinger up for the defense. Nice shot by number 32, Justin Lamb. He's a junior, 6'5".
Has a really good look.
Reed taking the move, doesn't see it, gets the help side from the other side. Going to need to remove the ball back around. A lot of perimeter play cut down through the sides, and an outside shot by Damian Murillo misses the basket. But good hustle by Pfaffinger. Well, there's another turnover. The jump ball earlier, and now this one on the drive by Siri. Siri really coming off that last game, was having a fantastic game out in Las Vegas. Fort Collins High School played just some great ball out there. Some of the Fort Collins High School fans going out there and watching their team compete real well, winning throughout their games in that season, early on in this season. But came back and played Grandview earlier this week on the 20th and really struggled from the field. So let's see if they can warm themselves back up, and having some difficulty getting it to the hole. Reed looking like he had a clean bucket towards it, gets a block. Both teams trying to really right the ship after the loss earlier this week. Aggressive drive, dish out to outside with a nice shot by number 5, Connor Hobbs, a senior, 5'11", 175 pounds. There is no problem for Regis to shoot the 3. And right back comes
or Mr. Morello either.
Well, that was number 2. Was that number 2? I think that shot that. So it was Ricky, I think.
Oh, okay.
Ricky shot that one from the corner. Both teams, no fear of shooting the 3. In fact, close to 45% of their shots, sometimes up to 50% of their shots, are from outside. And again, number 2, Sean Bannock steps up and hits it. The junior, 6 foot, 365 pounds. Game has changed. Good drive by Siri there. Fouled on the drive. The game, when the game started out, and I played when they actually introduced a three-point line. And high school, it was about a year into my high school realm that they had it as a trial, and then started adopting it. Then when I went into college, it was an exhibition, and then it became a standard on it. Back then, the amount of shots that were shot from three-point range averaged around, in the shooting percentage profile, about 35% from that range. 30 to 35% each team was doing it. And the percentage of shots was well into the teens.
Oh, yeah.
That portion of the game has changed so much now, even down to the high school level. A little zealous throw by Bannock as he overshoots the corner. See if you see Connor Hobbs be able to shoot another one of those threes he hit earlier. But to finish the statement, what has happened is that the 3 has become much more lived on by teams. And ironically, the short jumper has been where we've lost really the accuracy in the game.
Oh, yeah, for sure. The mid-range game is, there's few.
It's a two-dimensional game. It's in the paint and to the hole, or it's from three-point range. And that one there, Siri was not able to pull the trigger.
Well, it's analytics, because they figure you can miss, 2 more threes or something like that, or if you make 2 more threes, it's a shot. Speaking of a 2,
Egloff, point guard junior, 6 foot 267, lifts his man, brings him in. Nice little move.
And this is really a great game for Fort Collins to come out and kind of show everybody that they're for real this year. They played Grandview strong.
Yep. It was an overtime game.
Yeah, it was an overtime game, so they've played these teams strong. So this will give them a good tell. But Regis is always tough, kind of regardless of what their record is. And there's another 3.
I think Coach Monty Alcaraz is trying to wonder, how can you have that deep of a drive into the paint and then dish it out to a wide open 3? And I tell you, Regis is hot from outside. In fact, I think they haven't missed one from the outside. Fort Collins High School just trying to get into the rhythm. Pfaffinger down in the corner, sees if he can see a shot, but doesn't have it. No rebound on it. One and done. You got to be able to hit the boards harder. Transition, missing it, and Regis was pretty hot from the outside. Bannock was trying to go for another one.
You know what he did there? He didn't follow through. He pulled his hand back quick, and takes away your touch when you do that.
Hand in the cookie jar versus just sticking in there for a couple more. Nice move. Murillo able to almost fake the handoff and then dive in through the paint. Lampkins behind 8-13 with 3:48 left in this first quarter. See if the defense can pick up on this side for the Lampkins, get back into this game and even it out at the end of the quarter. Murillo just going out there and giving a little token defense, but gets lifted, not being able to keep his feet and center balance down. And so what do? If you're a smart offensive player, give a little lift and move around him. And it was a nice little shot by Bannock. Bannock is the leading scorer.
That was Safadine.
Was that Safadine?
Yes.
Okay. Safadine and Bannock are both the major contributors for this team. Nice. They call that the European move.
That's the Euro step.
That's the Euro step, where you're taking lateral moves like that, and Pfaffinger just shows a little clinic there and getting it to the hole. 15-10, 3 minutes left in this first quarter. Long outside shot missed by Connor Hobbs. Lampkins behind 10-15.
What an entertaining first quarter.
It is. A little move by Reed. I didn't know that they taught that down in the football ranks, too. He's trying to do the European move and is able to get it as well, too. Looks like he's kind of picking it up for the Lampkins when they need it out there. Pressure out on the court, see if they can get Regis to turn the ball over. Deep drive and dish back out. Again. Those early threes by Regis are starting to cool off. Not necessarily because of a defensive issue. The deep penetration, the dish out is still happening, but they're just not finding that same rhythm in their shot.
So Ogie Miller comes in now, and number 44.
Daniel Carr, or Sam Tiley. Sam Tiley. Home run, throw. Santilli goes in and gets a bucket. That will be the shortest amount of time on productivity of getting points into the hole. He gets down the court.
And that'll also get you a little seat next to Coach Shaw.
Now, Coach Shaw only goes 7 deep, and so he's going to have a difficult time keep throwing other people in there. And he is a defensive player, but he looks like he's going to pull somebody in to help out. 17-14, 2 minutes left. Regis on top of the Lambkins here in Fort Collins, the home of the Lambkins. Again, drive and dish. Yep, sorry, Sefadine. I think Monty wanted to pull a timeout. He was really concerned about how a lot of drives and dishes out to the outside are really causing it. Hey, you're watching Stream It Sports live on the web. We'll be right back with you.
Honestly, the experience here at Pedersen sold me. Quick, easy.
It was easy, easy process.
Super easy.
It's just as easy as could be. My name is Sonny Lubick, and I've been a customer of Pedersen's for over 25 years. After a while, you're not a customer anymore, you're family. They really build up a relationship. And I think probably the thing that keeps me coming back the most is their service is easy. It's too easy, in fact.
So we're back here, 20-14 the score. Regis ahead of Fort Collins Lambkins. Eric Freehoff, Randy McCoy here. And so far we've got a three-point shooting clinic, I would say.
Three-point shooting, and I think Shaw had a good strategy. Seeing the defensive pressure from Fort Collins High School is to drive deep, draw the team in, and then kick it back out. And early on, they were hot like they were in Vegas. But then they came back to Colorado and got a little cold like the temperature out there. Fort Collins High School made a run back in as well, too. And Siri, nice drive in there and then dish to Favinger for the bucket. Some trapping work going on out here just to try to see if they can create some momentum, push Regis out of their rhythm.
Regis looks like a bunch of what I call driveway shooters.
They're always looking for when they can get that outside shot and a nice baseline shot again. But look at what it was. It was a drive down the middle, so Safadine hits that one.
Yeah, they're just not rotating well right now. The Lambkins aren't defensively.
Good feed in by Asiri. Faffinger has him sealed on the outside, and he leads him to the opposite side for an opposite of the bucket protection of the ball. You know, one of the things that's neat about watching Asiri play, Palacio, is that he plays not only from an offensive-minded to try to score, but he does get others into the game. His assists are the highest on the team. In fact, leads in the 5A, as well as his shooting. And you know, take a look at some of the other aspects that he has. He's got rebounding and steals underneath his belt, too, and in leadership on the team.
Only the second foul in this quarter, so a clean game. Left-handed layup and number 5.
Well, defense is really where you're going to look at the end of this quarter for the Lambkins, giving up 25 points in the first quarter right now. 7 seconds left. See if Asiri can turn somebody down. Nice cut. Wow. Ricky Orozco, seeing that Asiri can't break him down, cuts to the bucket. Palacio gets another assist and brings it to 25-20 at the end of the first quarter. You're watching Stream It Sports live on the web.
I like easy. That's why I got this self-driving car. And why I signed up for the First Bank Anywhere account. It warns me if there's ever trouble. And with 24-hour customer support, I can get help right away. Sorry. No. Go on!
Easy should be easy. The new Anywhere account, only at First Bank.
We want to thank our banner sponsor, GoJo Sports. GoJo Sports, been providing team sporting needs since 1974. Screen printing, embroidery, leather jackets, and more. Your local place to get high school gear. Check out their new location at 1437 Riverside, just down from the Coloradoan on the south side of the street. And we want to thank all of our sponsors, Schrader Oil, Pedersen Toyota, and First Bank. We have not had a First Bank shot yet, but we probably will.
Yep, hopefully the bank is open this late in the evening. You know, it's cold outside.
It is cold.
Fort Collins High School in that first quarter was a little cold from the field and wasn't able to get things rolling, but got ourselves at least within 5 points of the game. Hey, just for those out there tonight, the other 5A games in the Front Range, Poudre's playing Pomona later tonight, and then it's off for Christmas break. And I think that's wherever the kids are looking for a little break, get these bodies back in order for the regular schedule of the conference.
We talked a little bit last night is, you know, Colorado, you have to shut it down. Maybe not, I guess.
That's a Euro move, and sometimes it's difficult to measure a Euro move in the reffing. Tonight's ref crew is Joaquin Gallegos, Ted Neiman, and Adam Walsh. And so they're out there trying to officiate this game as best as they can. A little short miss. Those cribs, you're going to need to be able to put them in. Another deep drive, dishing it out to the corner. Shaw, when he started up coaching at Rocky Mountain High School back in 1986, had the pleasure of having a three-point line to work with, and he definitely put his team to the order of using that three-point line, and you can see it carried out in his offense here tonight where he's shooting, well, early on real well. Now he's trying to get that back into the rhythm.
You're a former Rocky Mountain Lobo as well, aren't you? You missed him by a couple of years, you said earlier.
I did. 1 year, actually. I just was talking to him before the game, and I told him, I said, boy, it would have been nice to play with you as well, too, and your great leadership. He's a great coach. Currently, he's still teaching, but is teaching one class and primarily focusing in on coaching right now, too. It's kind of a nice part of his life with regards to making impacts on team. And number 3,
Oleg Miller.
Oleg Miller comes out and hits a 3, and see if they can get that back in there. Pulls it within 2. 6 minutes, 42 seconds left in this second quarter. 25-23 Regis, the runner.
So far, Fort Collins Lambkins, very little resistance defensively to Regis. So,
oh, and the move where Palacio not hitting the outside shots, but dishing it often. That has to be the 4th one through. And number 44, Sam Tiley, the junior, goes straight down the middle and dunks it. But Regis doesn't sit back and get on their woes. They come back and they hit a 3 from outside, and I believe that was number 2. Is that right?
Wasn't watching, but that's
number 1. It was Elijah Martinez, I believe, that put that one up.
That's how you quiet a crowd, isn't it? After a dunk.
Yep. You know, Palacio's going to have to definitely adjust his game a little bit on the offensive side going into the season. He's been the leading scorer for them, can perform very well, but that means the defenses are really going to suck down onto him. Number 32, Justin Lamb, a junior, 6'5", just a little mishandle on the ball before he's able to turn the ball over. But again, with Fort Collins High School, they got a balance of scoring from their team, from Palacio to Pfaffinger to Reed. Now you're going to get some of the others that'll step in here as well, too, with regards to their performance.
Joe Lamptey in now for the Raiders.
Little turnover there by Ryan Olegmuller. Junior, 5'9", 142 pounds, was thinking that Palacio was going to come along that baseline and curl out, but he was going way to the baseline, and pass was errant. Turnover. 28-25, second quarter. Regis up over Lampkins. 5 minutes, 20 seconds left in this quarter.
And one.
Oh, nice drive.
That's Egloff, sophomore.
Peyton Egloff, a junior, 6'2", 6'2", 167 pounds is what I have down here, but is it saying sophomore over there?
It says 10 on mine, so
okay.
I don't know.
He's a sophomore junior, or yeah. Not sure. We got 2 different. Max Prep says him as a junior, so we're assuming that that's what the right one is. On the drive, Reed picks it up, just half a step slow, bumps him with the body, and it was a nice runner by Egloff. Nice little flick of the wrist, full extension. You know, the art of shooting is so much in that wrist and the extension, getting that rhythm in your motion. Palacio trying to see if he's get his team running there. Still a lot of perimeter cut through. Oh, there's a feel to a triangle motion with regards to cuts. No screen on balls at this time. Trying to see if they can get Pfaffinger out on the post. Outside shot. Nothing there. Palacio seems to be able to pull that one down on the offside. Nice play there. Ryan Oligmuller misses the 3 earlier on. Palacio on the run, thinks he's getting a little bumped on that, but he was getting double teamed. Defensive transition. And the foul on number 33. Jacob Pfaffinger, the senior, 6'2", 170 pound.
I didn't see that one.
Well, I don't think we have the courtesy.
I saw it, but I didn't see it.
I was going to ask you, what were you watching? The monitor there? But
no, I didn't.
Yeah, the problem on some of those, if you accentuate your body in regards to extending out to take a look to see if you can deter it, and the player looks like he's making an adjustment, sometimes they'll call that contact depending on where that is.
Or if you just fall down, pretty much they'll call it every time.
Is that the strategy that you use when you're playing pickup ball?
Yep. Of course, I can't help but fall down. So when you're as out of shape as I am, it's...
Elijah Martinez, point guard junior, 5'11", hits the free throw. Puts them up 32-25. 4 minutes, 34 seconds left in the second quarter. Will Fort Collins High School be able to find a run? And Regis out-hustles Fort Collins High School to the other end. Martinez, through 2 Fort Collins High School players, is able to tap the ball, go up to the back bucket, and get fouled.
Almost went in, too. Almost had an and one.
Yep. I think Monty's going to really kind of talk to the team at halftime here. The level of hustle and defensive transition is really hurting him. And Shaw is a running team. If you were to take a look at his percentage of play, he likes the shot in transition, and he's using that to his advantage tonight. Martinez hits the free throw.
Martinez come in with 6 points off the bench here.
That's the kind of play that you want when you're out on the road, is to get those players that'll come in and contribute. 34-25. 4 minutes left in the second quarter of the first half. Ball motion is traditional with regards to Fort Collins High School. Outside shot, a little lean to the left. He's not going straight up, and so Ricky Orozco doesn't make it. Overcommitted on that. Pfaffinger on that.
Well, and that's what happens. Once you start hitting threes, then you can do the head fake and then go around him and then dish it out to somebody else. So great play there by Safadine.
Outside shots missed. Rebound to Siri. Palacio brings it up the court, seeing if he has anybody to dish it off with. Almost gets pickpocketed by Martinez. And Palacio just not able to hit the long shot on the standing three.
You don't have any rhythm there. You're not.
Right.
You know as well as I do, once you stop and think.
Yep. Allows the drive on the baseline, was looking for the help from Reed. I think Monty's going to ask him a little bit to actually man up and keep him from driving that hard.
Well,
36-25, 11-point lead by Regis. 3 minutes, 19 seconds left. Foul on Martinez on the drive by Orozco. You know, it's just not a rhythm right now that's feeling comfortable for Coach. Coach is pulling Isiri off the court, and I think he's going to have some time to talk to him about what's that strategy we want to do there. Pfaffinger, nice hard move to the hole with the left hand and puts it off the board. You said the bank wasn't open?
First bank right there.
The bank is open. You don't need to do that from 15 feet, but a nice rotation of a move and able to draw the foul.
And we thank our sponsor, First Bank.
Yeah, I had the joy of coaching Jacob Pfaffinger when he was a little bit earlier on in his career. Had some fun with him and Isiri, both on a team called the Thrillers, and always thoroughly enjoyed the heart and the effort of those players as they went out and put their heart onto the court and played real well.
His older brother just graduated either last year.
Is that Andrew? Yeah.
Or 2 years ago, I can't remember.
Yep, I remember watching him play as well too. No shadow to be underneath there. I think Jacob has definitely created his own game here and is making a difference. 3 minutes left in this second quarter. Little late quarter shuffle there by Shaw. 36-27. Regis, the visitors, over the Lampkins.
Connor Hobbs comes back in, and
Well, I tell you, Sam Bannock. Yeah, Bannock's not having any problems creating distance. He's a lanky player there, able to reach and get up over, but he's got nice moves to the hole, able to create separation. A lazy pass by Tiley gets picked off. Easy bucket at the other end by number 32, Justin Lamb, junior, 6'5". And I tell you, Regis has come out of their funk from that last game, and they're going to making a statement out here against Fort Collins that hustle is where we're going to make our buckets.
Well, it's, again, been very little resistance.
And then a charge. This is the problem. When things aren't going your way, you try to create on your own sequence that you'd really want to do. Reed trying to step in. He's one that's kind of given that leadership role as a senior. 6'6", 195 pounds, and what does the senior do? Hey, I'll try to make a motion and try to create something out of it. Monty pulls both Fafager and Reed to the side here. Down 40-27, 13 points, 2 minutes, 15 seconds left in this second quarter. Monty's going to see if a smaller lineup and some speed can be able to handle some of the speed that's going on with Regis.
I mean, half these players for Regis don't look like they're shaved yet, so.
But they are hustling, and sometimes it's not so on the chin, it's what's in the heart, and I think that's what they've been doing, is being able to go out here and hustle. They've played a fine game. Nice drive. Almost finishes it, almost on one for Murillo. Damian, number 0, he's going to go to the hole, but a good aggressive play there.
So you add a 6'10" athlete into this who
at
is
the beginning
injured.
of the new year. Yes, both a senior that's coming in.
And I don't
actually
even see
is a
his
6'11". His name is Samba Kane, number 23, a sophomore that transferred in. But I walked by him and he is all 6'11", and I'm telling you this because I'm 6'8".
Yeah.
And so when I'm walking by and I'm seeing a 6'11", I'm going, he's truly 6'11".
And I'm all you guys look alike to me. So once you get up over 6'5".
Yeah, Joe, I think when Shaw has his full team at the beginning of January, watch out. Regis is going to have an inside and outside game. If you look at this game tonight, it's been primarily perimeter.
Yes,
Drive and dish to the outside. It's a great play for the size that they have, and they are hitting everything. You're absolutely right. What is it? Drive, dish. And Fort Collins on their pressures, not able to handle the dish back out. One thing I am surprised is that Fort Collins High School has advantage on the inside, but is not posting up and taking it to the hole.
Well, I think they thought they could come out and outshoot them. And
another deep drive, kick out. 43-28, minute left in this second quarter. Nice block by Tiley. See if they can get a transition bucket. Close. Palacios able to keep it in play.
I think Regis will take the 15-point lead and get swatted once or twice, huh?
Yeah, Palacio only 1 point in this first half. Nice drive, able to finish it off. 3 points, but 2 fouls. Palacio, he's going to come in, try to see if he can do it. There's something at the end of this half, 43-30. 35 seconds left in this second quarter.
Fort Collins has scored enough points to be ahead, but they're really playing almost no defense.
Yeah, 43 points and a half is not a Monty Alcaraz defense.
In high school, that's.
And I'd say that 2/3 of those points are from 3. And when you see that, Martinez sitting back, 15 seconds left on the clock. He's looking like he's going to get an overload with all the offense on the side, seeing if he can break down number 2. Ricky Orozco does a floater, gets his own rebound, and finishes it to finish the half.
He just wanted that more, didn't he?
Oh, one of those games where you look at it at the end of the half, 45-30. The visitors, the Regis Raiders, pouring it on to the Lambkins, and at the end, with an exclamation point, one-on-one, misses the bucket, but gets the ball back and put it in there. So there will be a lot of conversations this half that coaches are going to have. I think Shaw's going to say, keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
Monty Alcaraz is going to have to come out with a plan that gets this team back in. Down 15, very difficult. Their leading scorer, Mil Palacio, with only 3 points and 2 fouls against him. And take a look at Regis. You got Selfadine that has 7 points, but who's really led them? Elijah Martinez, number 1, the junior, 5'11", with 11
points in the first half coming off the bench. So anyway, we're going to take a break here for halftime. We'll be back after these messages. Again, our score at half, 45-30, Regis ahead of the Lampkins from Fort Collins. This is Randy McCoy and Eric Freehoff. We'll be back after a bit.
The experience here at Pedersen sold me. Quick, easy.
It was easy, easy process.
Super easy.
It's just as easy as could be. My name is Sonny Lubick, and I've been a customer of Pedersen's for over 25 years. After a while, you're not a customer anymore, you're family. They really build up a relationship. And I think probably the thing that keeps me coming back the most is their service is easy. It's too easy.
Everyone complains about millennials. Nonsense. Millennials, I salute you. You save money like no other generation. You share cars, Wi-Fi passwords, canoes, deodorants. My grandson bought a pair of pants with me. They share pants. Today's his pants day. No baby boomer ever shared a pair of pants with me.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
You're watching PSD High School Sports live in high definition on Stream It Sports NoCo.
experience here at Pedersen sold me. Quick, easy.
It was easy, easy process.
Super easy.
It's just as easy as could be. My name is Sonny Lubick, and I've been a customer of Pedersen's for over 25 years. After a while, you're not a customer anymore, you're family. They really build up a relationship. And I think probably the thing that keeps me coming back the most is their service is easy. It's too easy, in fact.
Everyone complains about millennials. Nonsense. Millennials, I salute you. You save money like no other generation. You share cars, Wi-Fi passwords, canoes, deodorants. My grandson bought a pair of pants with me. They share pants. Today's his pants day. No baby boomer ever shared a pair of pants with me.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
You're watching PSD High School Sports live in high definition on Stream It Sports NoCo.
So we're back here getting ready for the second half. 45-30 our score. Regis over the Lampkins from Fort Collins, and quite a impressive showing by Regis in that first half of shooting the three-point shot.
Well, I think Coach Shaw, as we talked about, is really working with a makeshift team during this first half of the season because he's got some key players that he's looking for coming back at the beginning of the January time frame that'll be great contributors for an inside game. Since they didn't have the inside game, they went to what they could do next, which is shoot from the outside. And will Fort Collins High School make the adjustment on the drives as well as the outside shot? But look at that, goes deep down below with a back screen off the edge. And number 32, Justin Lamb, 6'5" junior, puts it into the hole.
Blocked.
Damian Murillo going to the hole. Looked like he had a nice little Euro move to it, but gets blocked out of the bucket. I think we're going to have to see what has Monty done to this team in the halftime. Coach Alcarez, smart coach, knows what he needs to do out of his players. See if they can get them focused in. Turnover at the beginning of this second half. Not what coach is looking for right now. Here's where Monty's going to step it up. He's going to see if he can get his full court press, which is really his bread and butter, to create some transitional turnover or at least move the offense out of its normal rhythm.
And you know as well as I do, you've got to have maximum effort to press.
And right there again, that press turns it over. And so who steps up? Sam Bennick from the corner. That's a nice play by Regis.
We've both seen it many times. Sometimes the press blows you out. Sometimes you come back. So it kind of depends.
We have always been on the attack. When we were coached, it is if you're going to be pressed, go through a sequence, break it, but don't sit back, attack. And that's what Regis did. Palacio trying to feed it on a guiding Reed. Can't get it. Faffinger goes to the hole. Can't. Reed picks it back up. A little behind his back.
Foul, no call there.
Nice pass by Reed. Faffinger, who's leading scorer for Fort Collins with 10 points in this game, gets the Fort Collins Lampkins back 32-50. That's right, Regis.
Body check there.
Body check on the drive. Regis Raiders 50 points against 32 points against the Lampkins. 6 minutes, 27 seconds left in this third quarter. Too many points. We took a look at this. This is the highest amount of points that Fort Collins High School has given up this season in the first half.
Had a celebrity sighting down there. The district AD, Mr. Russ McKinstry, sitting down there and enjoying the game tonight. So we want to thank him for allowing us to come and do these broadcasts, Poudre School District.
Nice drive by Regis. Damian gets caught with his hand in the cookie jar there. Trying to pull it out of the pocket.
Hope it's Christmas cookies.
Yeah. I tell you, I think that's one of the issues here is what is the focus of the team, especially with the holidays coming around. And definitely, if you take a look at Fort Collins High School, they have come off of a really aggressive and fun schedule, but tiring as well,
yes,
too.
Yes, it is.
Great movement by Regis.
Boom.
Hobbs is just in. You know, when the whole team is in the zone, and that's what you're seeing right now, this three-point shooting is in the zone. They're shooting close to 50% from there, is what we can see as the balance of the first to second half play. Faffinger trying to bring his man up, cannot draw the foul against Bannock. Bannock smart enough, keeping his distance. You know, when it rains, it pours.
Oh, my gosh, nice pass.
Oh, it was a nice cut as well, too. Clapping his hand there, number 32, Justin Lamb, knew he had something going to the hole, and Bannock just was dishing it to him.
Probably would have had a dunk finish there.
Boy, and that would have been an exclamation point. 21-point lead for the visiting Raiders from Regis over the Lampkins. 5 minutes, 26 seconds left in this second half, excuse me. So now here, Monty's seeing if he can go down into the post, take advantage of the inside, but the double team by Regis takes that away. Short, just not enough legs underneath that. Damian Murillo cannot get it, and then transition to the other end.
Think about it, you get down by 21, you've got to score fairly quick. You're not going to be able to come down and take 30 seconds every nice shot.
Oh, I tell you, it was also a nice pass by Usiri Palacio. I know I keep saying Milt sometimes. His father used to play both college as well as professional, Milt Palacio. That's his son, Usiri. Usiri's just following his dad's footsteps. Faffinger gets the turnover off the steal. Not able to finish it, but able to draw the foul on number 20, Peyton Egloff, the junior. Faffinger, 10 points tonight, 2 fouls. That's the first foul on Egloff, Peyton Egloff. Well, this third quarter is where the Lampkins really needed to tighten down their defense and really come back from that 15-point deficit in that first half. But when you take a look at it right now, it's 18 points with that make on that first free throw by Jacob Faffinger, number 33.
Martinez back in the game, who's the big scorer in the first half for Regis off the bench.
17-point lead for the Regis Raiders as they bring the ball down, and they seem firmly in control of their offense. Good spacing, cutting through. A little baseline movement along there to try to draw the baseline to clear. Sam Bannock trying to lift his man. Martinez moving it back around. A lot of extension of that. Off the foot. That's referee Ted Neiman saying nope, it stays here for the Red Raiders.
Well, Martinez is quick.
He is, and I think he's using that out there, creating some motion and some ill effects for the Lampkins and trying to keep him saddled.
5'11" junior.
Good ball movement. Shaw has always been a ball movement play team. Double on the outside by Faffinger and Usiri.
It's just too slow. It's just too slow reacting.
Penetration, dish out, ready to shoot, and they hit another three. 20-point lead, 3 minutes, 28 seconds left. Monty Alcaraz has to call a timeout, not creating the distance they need. You're watching Stream It Sports live on the web. We'll be right back.
Honestly, the experience here at Pedersen sold me. Quick, easy.
It was easy, easy process.
Super easy.
It's just as easy as could be. My name is Sonny Lubick, and I've been a customer of Pedersen's for over 25 years. After a while, you're not a customer anymore, you're family. They really build up a relationship. And I think probably the thing that keeps me coming back the most is their service is easy. It's too easy, in fact.
Yeah. We're back here. You see Coach Alcaraz talking to his team, and, I don't know what you say. Down by 20 points, middle of the third quarter. Take an awful lot to come back. So at this point, you've really got to just say, this is our goal. Let's get it to 10 for the end of the third quarter, and see what we can do from there. But you got to stop Regis, and they haven't stopped him all night.
You can't get it back in one bite. You're going to take nibbles on it, but the nibbles are going to have to start with defense, and that defense is really where they're going to need to create pressure, turnover, and get some easy buckets on the other end. If you've noticed, you've seen only maybe 3 or 4 transition buckets by the Lampkins. Everything else has been in the half court, and defense by Regis is really strong as they play good help defense. A bump by Sam Benick as Siri Palacio is trying to go there. Hey, I have to give a shout out. We're getting some great feed from the video, and if you're liking what you're seeing on this, definitely tell others about this on live stream at Sports. But Dylan up here on the camera is showing us some great footwork. I don't know if he's doing footwork down there or camera work, one of the two, but he's doing some great work out there.
He is. Dylan's a senior at Fossil Ridge High School, serving with us NOCO broadcast.
Well, I'm going to have to see here. Usiri's going to need to be able to create for himself because he's not getting something out of the offense off of a rub screen. And so in those situations, he's going to have to fight and get to his point and get the threes. There he is. He gets the 3 up. Good follow. A little bit on his heels on the shot versus coming into it. But that's because Regis plays a great extended defense.
They are. They're playing great defense. And in my opinion, the Lampkins are going about half speed when they were running that. So.
Yep. Yeah, you got to be able to fire off of those rebel screens out on the perimeter.
If you want to get open, you got to jab step hard.
Still penetration. Pfaffinger out on top, trying to create pressure. Nice move by number 5, Connor Hobbs.
And
Shaw's not liking what he sees there, so he's going to pull his team together, reset it up, and that's one thing that Shaw does. He's doing the short timeout here, 30 seconds. 56-36, 2 minutes, 16 seconds left in the third quarter. And when I look at that board, there are 4 players from Regis Raiders that are in double figures right now. Elijah Martinez with 11, Sam Benick with 13, Connor Hobbs with 10, and now it's right down there Peyton Egloff. He has 11. You have a balanced scoring plan by dribble penetration, kick out, and hit the 3. Very difficult to shut down one of those dimensions.
And I think Pfaffenstein might have close to 10 as well. He had several shots in the first half. We hadn't seen him.
He's been on the bench, yeah. Another 3-point shot. Transition. Good hands by Siri. Can't get it to his own players. Turnover. Draws the contact. Nice play by Connor Hobbs. The senior, 5'11", goes in, says, I'm going to make you play.
Empty with the nice dish there for Regis.
I think Pfaffinger was just a little too aggressive on the transition, getting it out to Usiri, and overthrows him. And Usiri Palacio overthrows the feed on the in there. There's a little funk going on here, I think, with the Lampkins. And I think the speed of Regis has put them in a little tizzy there. I think they were hoping that they could control the tempo of this game, but Regis firmly has this tempo under their belt.
Pfaffenstein's back in now.
7 points, so you're right. Quite close there, and the way he's shooting threes, he'll be right there in double. Nice tie up. Pfaffinger, the hustler, the consummate hustler, always out there trying to create something. He's one tired guy when he gets to that bench because he knows he's putting it all out on the court, and I think that's what Coach Monty Alcaraz likes to see. But he's seeing that in the mirror right now when he's watching Regis, because there's 5 guys out on the court by the Regis Raiders doing really good. Nice movement by Brian Reed, the senior. Had a little patience there and sidestepped and put it up off the board. Still a 20-point lead with a minute left in this third quarter. Pfaffinger out, trying to create it, taps it to Reed. Ball comes off. Reed wants to say it was across the lane and a technical foul because he's upset.
You can't show up a ref like that in any league. That's NBA or anywhere.
Yeah, Reed is just upset, and I'm sure he's upset with how the game's going, but Boy, senior's got to be able to control his temperature. Well, if you're watching it, he was slapping his arm in front of the ref and saying, that was a foul, that was a foul. Didn't hear the verbal, but anything that you're showcasing the coach or the ref or.
Yeah, you can't show the referee up. What you do is you go over and you stand next to him and you talk like nobody knows you're talking.
That's right. Connor Hobbs, the senior, 5'11", steps to the line. Cooley shoots the free throw, finishes it, puts 2 more points up on the board. That puts it to 60-38.
Several Denver teams have come up here and had their ways with a couple teams. Fossil Ridge got beat pretty bad last week by Chatfield.
Yep, you got to take a look at this. Fort Collins High School 6-2, only had 2 losses, both of them overtime losses. They were both in both of those games. Blocking foul on the drive. Ryan Oligmuller is not able to do that, but you take a look at that. Jamil Sefadine.
He didn't think he fouled either, but either you were standing there or you weren't.
He wasn't. Well, those are judgment calls, and depending on where the ref's sitting in there, and sometimes your feet aren't planted. Cooley steps up, hits the first free throw, and second one, then dances around the rim to pick up the second one. 62-38. 45 seconds left in this third quarter. Lampkins have not made up ground. They've lost ground in this quarter.
Well, they're just tentative on offense now too as well. They're
a lot of extended defense, so no three-pointers, no screens on ball. Palacio just trying to keep the ball in motion, see if they get around the perimeter. Now if they get it down to the post, could Tiley go there? Nice. A little jump hook, jump push. Still a 22-point lead. 15 seconds left. Little turnover there. Little pressure creates something. Can Isiri now do it? Dishes it off to Tiley for an easy one, but cannot finish it. Still Fort Collins ball. Just the way the ball bounced for them on most of their shots. That last shot bounces out of the rim. Fortunately back to the Lampkins for their last opportunity. 5 seconds left in this quarter. Almost another 5 seconds. 3 seconds left. What will Isiri do? Try to break him, go to the hole. Rolls, cannot get it up on the board, a little below the rim. As we come to the end of the third quarter, the visiting Regis Raiders leading the Lampkins of Fort Collins 62-40. You're watching Stream It Sports. Stay right here for a fourth quarter to see what happens in this fantastic 5A game up here at Fort Collins High School.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
See the student section there from Fort Collins. Pretty good crowd here. Again, tomorrow's the last day of classes before Christmas. Poudre School District going really late this year. Want to thank our banner sponsor, GoJo Sports. GoJo Sports has been providing team sporting needs since 1974. Screen printing, embroidery, leather jackets, and more. Your local place to get high school gear. Check out their new location, 1437 Riverside, down the street from the Coloradoan.
I went there.
Did you?
I played high school ball at Rocky and was needing a leather jacket. I remember walking in there and picking up my leather jacket from GoJo Sports. It's a great location, and I've got fond memories with it.
Fond memories.
John Schmidt used to own that. Now Malamago owns that, so it's a great entity, and hopefully a lot of people go out there.
Well, I was going to tell David Haase, I haven't had him on here for a couple of games, but I know he remembers yesterday was the 125-year anniversary of the creation of basketball. So I was going to ask him what it was like back in the early days.
Oh, so he was there then, I see.
I think he was.
Or he went to a YMCA much later than that. Oh, nice play by Isiri. Good follow by Tiley. Those are the types of things that Coach Monte Alcaraz needs out of Isiri Palacio. Creating motion that allows the defense to be broken down and allow people to follow. He almost had it in the hole. 20-point deficit, though. 7 minutes, 25 seconds, fourth quarter. Ran Lampkins down to the Raiders. I don't think there's going to be any issue here that Shaw's going to try to bleed a little time out of this clock. The drive, little short.
He was too short. He was too close to the bucket.
Well, it's one of those ones where you got to pull up. Oh, those are the ones that Palacio just needs to step up. Oh, there you go. Palacio's got to at least have 7 assists so far this game. I've counted at least 4 in the first half and 2 in the second half. He is dishing the ball out, but he is going to need to do some shooting for them as well, too. 18-point lead for the Raiders. 6 minutes, 42 seconds left in this last quarter. What can the Lampkins put together to get back in this game? Shaw's team has done a great job here on the road after coming off of a loss earlier this week to Doherty, at Doherty, but they've come up here on the road to the Lampkins, the land of the Lampkins, and showing that they have that muster to be able to come out here and shoot the ball. Nice drive there. Paffinger thinking he had the turnover there, but unable to do that. 6:18 left in this fourth quarter, 62-44. The Lampkins down to the visiting Raiders. You're watching Stream It Sports live on the web.
I like easy. That's why I got this self-driving car. And why I signed up for the First Bank Anywhere account. It warns me if there's ever trouble. And with 24-hour customer support, I can get help right away. Sorry. No lock!
Easy should be easy. The new Anywhere account, only at First Bank.
You're watching PSD High School Sports live in high definition on Stream It Sports NoCo.
See Pfaffinger and Tilly still coming out. Tiley, is it Tiley or Tilly?
Well, it's Tiley is what I usually go by.
So we apologize.
We have a Tuatelli on the other team, which we had to do there, but I'm going by Tiley. I played with some guys that had their names spelled that way, but you know, in this day and age, you could pronounce it multiple ways. We're looking at Cepheden. There's a French way to say it and an English way to say it. So, all right, 6 minutes, 15 seconds left in this quarter. Coming out with the trap. Lampkin seeing if they can put some pressure on it. A 25-footer does not fall in for the Regis Raiders. Now, what will Jacob Pfaffinger do in transition? Movement of the ball around. Hard feed in there. That's one you're going to make it or you're not going to make it. Going in on the other end, transition. Be able to pull a foul against Sam Bennick. Fort Collins High School creating the turnover. Those are the things that you need to do. Hustle to get back, not easy shots. Be able to get the turnover.
See Mr. Bennick talking to the official there. That's how you do that.
And Sam Bennick has 4 fouls against him, and that's when Ken Shaw's going to bring in Elijah Martinez to replace him. Good game by Bennick, but not a very difficult decision for Shaw to have Martinez, who's played great as a double figures, 11 points and 1 foul, and he's been hustling.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's losing much.
Nope. A little cross screen, a little adjustment in the play. Nice adjustment by Monte Alcaraz. He's trying to get a lot of penetration and dish. There he does a little cross screen across the top of the key, allowing Pfaffinger to take a nice little jump shot and a travel. Nice job by Damian Murillo doing the double off with Jacob Pfaffinger on the transition. Regis kind of finding a little trouble with this pressure. See if they can settle back down to keep this lead. 16-point lead, 5 minutes, 30 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Palacio sits up at the top, tries to get the team rolling. Ooh, a little bit bumping there by number 32, Justin Lamb. Justin Lamb trying to put that pressure on the outside. I don't think Shaw will let the outside shot go. Irregardless if you can shoot the three, he is a pressure defensive team that he puts out on the court. And I think that plays to the advantage because it changes the tempo of the game.
Lamb was riding it guy like a rented mule on that last foul. And
Murillo
did not like that, did he?
No, Murillo was just about ready to step out of bounds, and the only thing to do, and those are smart players, is bounce it off the defender.
Yep.
$16-point lead by the Regis Jesuit out of Aurora down in Denver. Nice outside shot by Roscoe. Few and too far between. 3-point shots for Fort Collins High School. Brings it back within 13 points, 62-49, 5 minutes left. Can they create the transition and turnovers and then hit the shots down at the other end? Will this game come down to the buzzer? You get to watch it live here on Stream It Live. Baseline drive. Almost Bowl gets the bump, does not get the foul.
Regis has now kind of been pushed out of what they do well.
Nice drive of Siri Palacio. Hesitation, dribble, is able to split between the defenders and get to the hole. He's now sitting there with 5 points.
And here we go. They're going to get it within.
Just a little bit too much pressure by Pfaffinger up at the top. Pfaffinger sitting with now 3 fouls, with that foul up at the half court. Bonus right now, no issue for either of the teams. 5 fouls on the Lampkins, 4 on the visiting Regis Raiders. 11-point game. Regis taking a little time now off the clock. No shot clock here in high school, so you don't have to worry about getting the shot up quickly. Missed outside shot. Will Fort Collins be able to transition it, turn it into something? Baseline, kicks it out to Siri. Nothing on the boards. Could not hit the 3. Siri Palacio having a difficult last game. I think he was shut down a lot by the defenders, and so as he comes back into this game, I think he was trying to find a way to get that engine started from shooting, and he has just been hounded by Regis Raiders around the perimeter.
Well, we'll talk a little bit about, one of the things that happens in the preseason is nobody really knows who you are. By the time you get into conference play, everybody knows who you are, and I know with Cody, who's part of our broadcast team, and yourself as well, you might get some numbers in the early games. Once people start getting scouted, they know. Yeah,
it's not too hard. You could take a look at that out on the scorebook. You could take a box score and really diagnose it out there too. 62-51, 3:41 left in this fourth quarter. The Lampkins down by as many as 21 to 22 points. Has gotten it to a point where if they can play some defense and hit a couple shots from the outside or draw some fouls, it is doable to get back into this game. But do not count a Ken Shaw team out here. This team, even though they're short some of their best players, are tough with regards to how they play this game. And they will fight to the end as well, too. So we'll see which team can step up and win this game.
I think they're going to go to their 5-game or 5-out or.
Yep. No rush in the shot.
I would call this layups only.
Almost a North Carolina game where you're just doing the perimeter. Now, can the Lampkins play aggressive defense and get the 5-second call on the ball? Right now. And a foul against Pfaffinger. Difficult on the closeout. Closes out a little bit too close to Jamil Sefadine. And in that process picks up his 4th foul. Jacob Pfaffinger, 16 points tonight. Highest score for the Lampkins. Also now in foul trouble. 3 minutes left in this game, putting them to the line. Monty Alcaraz taking a look over at what he has on the bench to possibly put in for him, but how do you replace the aggressiveness as well as the height that you need up on the point to put pressure in a full court environment? You got to leave him in, and it's going to be a high risk situation for him.
First points Regis has scored in quite a while.
That defense has created some transition and turnovers, but I don't think Fort Collins has been able to fully maximize. They got it to within 11. Now it's down by 13. But they're going to have to score quick and score often. Siri just not feeling comfortable with the step back three. Drives into the hole, but is able to pick up the ball, pick up the bucket. He's now with 7 points.
A little double dribble there they didn't catch.
11-point game. Deep underneath, could not put the Mikan down, which is a reverse layup. Sam Bennett. Siri doing the reverse, drives it in, pulls it within. 9 points, 64-55. Ken Shaw calls a timeout, I believe. And in that process, 2 minutes, 17 seconds left within this fourth quarter, a 9-point game. We're going to go to a commercial here. You're watching Stream It Sports, but come back. You'll be able to see maybe an exciting finish to this game.
Honestly, the experience here at Pedersen sold me. Quick, easy.
It was easy, easy process.
Super easy.
It's just as easy as could be. My name is Sonny Lubick, and I've been a customer of Pedersen's for over 25 years. After a while, you're not a customer anymore, you're family. They really build up a relationship. And I think probably the thing that keeps me coming back the most is their service is easy. It's too easy, in fact.
So you see Coach Alcaraz again talking to his team, down by 9. 2 minutes left.
Was 22 points down close to 3 minutes ago. So you got to hand it to the Lampkins on their home court, fighting back into this game. A lot of it has been expensed energy out on the court. One of those key players was Faffinger out on the point. He's got 16 points, 4 fouls, so that's a highly critical situation. That can he stay in the game over the last 2 minutes? But let's talk about the player that's actually stepping up in this last minute or two, and that's Asiri Palacio, number 5. He's got 9 points, but he has been stepping up, creating turnovers and getting to the bucket, getting the points.
As we were talking off air, though, Fort Collins is probably going to have a couple of key three-point shots to be able to come back.
Yes. They also are in the bonus. The Raiders are in the bonus. 8 fouls against the Lampkins. Tiley fouls on the perimeter, which I'm not sure if you're trying to control clock time, but possibly, because Regis is moving the clock down. They're spending as much time as they can, so now it becomes a free throw game. Puts Safadine to the free throw line. He hits the first one.
Fort Collins has held Regis to 20 points here in the second half.
Well, we talked about it at halftime, how they're going to get back into this game, playing some defense. That was a key, but they are now going to need to score quickly because that clock is going quick. Nice play by Asiri Palacio going to the hole. Connor Hobbs right on his hip, senior, 5'11". He has some hops there. And I think Hobbs was thinking he had a clean block, but
looked clean from here, but he needs to watch his body language as well, because
technicals might be handed out.
He's kind of,
and those aren't gift wrapped, I don't think, at this time.
No, they're not.
They're given out freely.
And they're just put in a bag, I believe.
That's right.
Brown paper bag.
Palacio hits that first of 2 shots at the free throw line. Second one trickles in over the front. Full court press by Fort Collins High School. See if they can create some pressure, create a turnover. Coming in for the trap, can't get it. Tapped away. 3-point shot outside from Orozco, can't fit it. Palacio inside, gets the tether. The direction of where the ball is going to is Fort Collins High School. Nice hustle.
They missed Faffinger, who's wide open under the bucket, and took the 3.
Yep, and I apologize. I said Orozco shot that. It was Murillo that shot that, but Faffinger could have been underneath. But those are things that you do need to hit that 3 and get the board if you don't get it. There's going to need to be some spacing and some shots taken pretty quick here. Minute 47 seconds left.
He still gets the and 1.
Lampkins get it deep down below. Palacio seeing his favorite go-to guy, Jacob Faffinger, now with 18 points, will be stepping up to the line with 1:41. This is a 9-point game. He hits this as an 8. It's a 7-point game, excuse me. I forgot that last bucket that he made because this is an and 1. 7-point game, 1:41. Regis Raiders trying to hang on to a victory they think they have on the road, but you see it as a 6-point game, 66-60, full court press. Can Fort Collins High School create the turnovers to get this game stopped? Foul on the outside on the drive. I believe that is the 9th foul, excuse me, so it's not a double bonus. There's only 6 fouls against the Raiders, so they have only one more foul before they put the Lambkins into the bonus. Number 20, Peyton Egloff, the junior, steps up to the line coolly. 3 dribbles, looks at the bucket and flips the wrist and calmly puts down a free throw. Not having a problem this game, 12 points as we talked about before. There's 4 that we can see, but we believe there's 5 to 6 that are in double figures. Hits the second, 13 points for Egloff. Minute 36 seconds left, 8-point game. What will? Faffinger steps it out to the outside, see if Asiri can hit a 3, can't. No board is in there. Foul by Damian Murillo.
I'm trying to figure out how Faffinger can shoot that and then catch it. It didn't look like anybody touched it.
Well, I was trying to figure out, did he hit rim? Did he hit backboard? Because that would be a pass to the self and a travel.
Yeah.
But, a great aggressiveness there. Must have not been called. 8-point game, a minute, 22 seconds left, 68-60. Key there, though, in the rebound, the kick out, you got to hit your threes. And Palacio is just really not finding that rhythm from the outside perimeter.
Well, really, nobody for Fort Collins this game is.
No.
And when it's all said and done, the difference in this game is going to be the 3-point shot.
Yeah, you got to be able to hit those threes. And Peyton Egloff steps up again, picks up his 14th point. Cooley hits it from the free throw line, hits the second one for 15 points. 10-point game, minute 22. What can the Lambkins do? Going to see if Orozco can hit a 3 over the back of the backboard. Naturally out of bounds, even though it didn't touch anything. But if a ball goes off the rim and bounces over the backboard, irregardless if it hits anything, it's considered out. Referee Ted Neiman hands the ball over. Raiders looking like they're handling this pressure. Out on the tip. Raiders ball, 10-point game, a minute left. It was down to 6 points, but Fort Collins could not hit the buckets. Regis Raiders on the fouls have been walking up. 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Had calmly walked up and hit the free throws, so when you are at the end of the game, when the pressure's on, you got to hit the free throws, and no problem with Egloff.
I was watching Orozco. He was kind of chesting up over there and, kept talking. I just say, young man, be careful because they're just, officials in high school are not going to put up with that.
Well, you got to do it in your game. Got to come out, got to hit the buckets. And quite frankly, I don't think Monty Alcaraz got the motion out of his offense that could do deep drives and dishes. And, kind of interesting, a team that plays deep drive and dish or kickouts to the perimeters plays in that against that in practice every time. So if you try to come into the game and try to do the exact same thing, the defense knows how to play against that. Now this is really just eking out some of the time. Back cut. Good steal by Orozco. Nothing. Nice trail. Brings it within 8. 47 seconds left. Almost 5 seconds. Trap. Foul by Damian Murillo. It is the 10th foul, or the 11th foul against the Lambkins, which puts it in a double bonus. 8-point game, 70-62, 41.9 seconds left. Still a game opportunity here, but Connor Hobbs, a senior, 5'11", steps up to the line and says, I think I can hit these the way we've been shooting up here. I've enjoyed this gym. I've known where that rim's been at. Flick of the wrist. 15 points on the game, so there has been a great distribution and great assists based off of the Regis Raiders. Hits the second one, and they have not missed from the line when it's been needed and have definitely kept the game up. Yasiri goes into a deep Timeout by Monty Alcaraz, a quick bucket there. One timeout left. You're watching Stream It Sports. We'll get right back to you. It's a full timeout.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
So we're back here, Fort Collins High School in Fort Collins, Colorado. The oldest high school in town, about 126 years old, I believe, is what it was. They had a big.
I played in it. So
the
originals,
Did
you? On the original wooden floors over there at Fort Collins High School against.
But not 125 years ago.
Just 124.
Okay.
So it was, give or take a year or two. We are in the new gym that they built over here.
You get splinters in those peach baskets?
Yes, we had to actually jump the ball. Remember back to the 13 rules. You talked about a 125-year celebration. Right now, Fort Collins High School doing the full court press, seeing if they can create a turnover. Clock's ticking down, 28 seconds. Nice behind the back by Hobbs. Kick out. Now can Fort Collins High School get the ball? It's going to have to be a foul. And that is one player, Cephadiah, that you do not want to put up on to the.
I don't think there's anybody out there that you feel comfortable fouling. I mean, so far everybody has gone up and just hit two like it's nothing.
Yep.
Five players in double figures, I believe, is what we're going to end up with for.
Yes. And I think a lot of people might wonder, why would you foul? It's all clock management, and you have to play the odds that the free throw shooting is not going to be there because they're not going to take a shot.
Yeah, you're going to extend the game.
Yep. Now it's
give themselves a chance.
Yep. 10-point game. Roll the ball out, not start the clock. What can Palacio do here? He's going to need to get a quick shot up from 3-point range. Finally hits one late in the game, puts it a 7-point game. Maybe too little, too late. 12 seconds. Clock is ticking. Not only getting on the ball. Foul is Siri, who's wanting to get up there and see if he can stop the clock, but too little, maybe too late. 7 seconds left on the clock. 74-67.
You know what I like about these ball handlers for Regis is, you know, you've seen, especially middle school and high school, some guys don't want the ball.
Yes.
And so they'll pass it no matter what, and they'll make a bad pass. Every one of these Regis guys wants the ball because they want the free throws that comes with getting fouled at the end of the game, and you can tell they're comfortable and they're strong and they're
and the first miss.
Oh my gosh. Forever.
That's what Coach Monty Alcaraz was hoping early on. Egloff misses the front. It's a 7-point game. It has to be a fast shot. Misses two of them. Has to get down the court if they're going to get into this game. 5 seconds. Shot needs to be up. Nothing. Can't get it done. Jacob Fafzer does not get it up. 74-67. The visiting Regis Jesuit Raiders from Aurora under Coach Ken Shaw, that was 3-5, now moves to 4-5 in 5A 4A Continental League, starting up after the break. Gets the victory on the road against the Lampkins, who were really hot early on. 6-2, now go to 6-3 in 5A Front Range League. Boy, a game where you take a look at it, it was a cold start by Fort Collins High School, a hot start by Regis. And in that ball game, Regis kept the pedal to the metal. And Fort Collins High School, with valiant effort in the fourth quarter, was able to get it back to within 6. Being down 22 in that fourth quarter, could not finish it off because Regis hit the free throws going down to the end. What a great game. Fun to watch here on Leave It Stream, Stream It Sports. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, one thing I saw down there is Ken Shaw and Monty Alcaraz were hugging each other after the game. So that's kind of what it's all about. So anyway, that's it from Fort Collins High School for Eric Freehoff. Double D on camera tonight. This is Randy McCoy. Our final score, 74-67. Our next games are after Christmas, so be checking out streamitsports.com for times, and Twitter at streamitsportsnoco. So again, have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you next time.
Poudre School District High School Basketball, live on Stream It Sports, Northern Colorado, has been brought to you by Schrader Oil. Fuel your day. By Pedersen Toyota. Everything cars made easy. And by First Bank. Visit